took him home.
Really?
He always hit me for that little amount. It wasn't a little then, but it seems that way now.
And why were you taking him home? Where were you picking him up from?
From the studio. He was at. I would go by the studio every day to see Bobbie, and usually when he was through recording, he asked me to take Otis home, and so that's what I did. So.
And was he married at the time?
Yeah, he was married to Thelma. They lived.
What, at Womack Street or somewhere?
Yeah, Womack Street.
Was that it, the area down in the bottom after you passed Fort Hawkins?
Yeah.
Street, right? And I believe it was a cemetery back there.
Yeah, so that by the Fort Hawkins, where Fort Hawkins School is, actually got the old fort that he would live right in that area.
So this must have been when Otis was just starting out.
Just starting out, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when he first started, he was signed with Bobbie Smith at Confederate Records.
Confederate Records, right.
And that's where he cut his first record.
Right.
That was Shout Bamalama too, right?
Yeah.
He cut Shout Bamalama there. And then when you would take him home and he would ask for the money, did you get any paperwork, or did you just give him $5?
No, it wasn't IOUs or anything. It was just I handed him the money, and I mean I didn't have to, but I felt like Otis was a good friend, and at the time, and being that Bobbie was getting started, I thought, well, you know, what's $5? So. But like I say, it was 5, maybe 10, 3, whatever he wanted. But I did it because of he working with Bobbie, and so anyway, that's the reason.
So Bobbie and Otis had a pretty good relationship.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Good relationship.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, like I said, I was down there quite often. So I could see what was going on with them. But Bobbie did. He actually got Otis started. I mean, I don't know if you heard that or not, but if it wasn't for Bobbie Smith, I don't think Otis would have been where he is today, or where he was at that time. But he did get him going, don't you think, Bobbie?
Well, you know, I think I told you, Sarah, at that time, I was new getting into the business, you know. But when Phil had said something to me about the singer with the Johnny Jenkins and the Time Toppers band. And because Phil was booking the group. And then Otis came up to my office, and Carolyn led him back and said, there's a fellow I wants to see, he wants to record. And he came back, and I said, you got a tape? And he said, no, I don't have a tape. And I said, well, I need something to hear you. He said, if you got time, I'll sing to you right now. And I said, well, I got another meeting in about 10 minutes, if you can make it real quick. And he kind of, you know, Eddie, how it was just to kind of bounce a little bit. He started bouncing and singing Shout Bamalama, Shout Bamalama, singing that song. And I liked the song. I thought I liked the lyric. And so I worked out the deal with the contract and all. And then beside Don would loan him money. Now, we're just telling the truth. And, you know, anybody can take a lie to take the test than me. But Otis was in bad shape for money, and Phil didn't have no money to loan him. And he had come up to me one time and needed some money. And I said, well, y'all got a gig this weekend, get Phil to let you have the money out of the booking thing. And he said, Phil won't let me have no money in advance. He won't do it. Because if Don was there, then Don would let him have the money, because Don had a little money. But with me, it was tight on everything, you know. But what Don is telling you is actually the truth, but I thought it was so funny. He had my close friend don't show up for a week and find out he didn't want to come to see me because it's going to cost him to come. So Don and I go back to high school. We used to double date together. We used to know what we liked about this girl, what we didn't like. We talked about everything, you know. And being bat boy from making peaches, we saw Hank Aaron play for the first time, and everybody in Macon didn't know what to accept. But as I told you, Sarah, and I'm not interrupting in Don's conversation, when I started Confederate, it was no black and white issue. My mother and daddy, as I told you, never taught me to hate nobody. But till I went on the road with Otis Eddie, went to WTHB in Augusta, Georgia, I found out that Confederate flag was a no-no. And I said right then I'd change it. And we went on to Columbia. And all of this is it, but it goes back to the day when the boy didn't have no money. And Eddie Kirk can tell you more than anything how hard it was back in those days. $5 was a lot of money, and Don had a little money. Don could let it, and I was the one that loaned him money to move out of where he was at when I couldn't afford it and move in a decent place. And while Selma can turn her back on the people that was there when it started, I do not know what, unless they're trying to rewrite history. So I'm sorry about interrupting you and Don.
No, I think that's fine. That's what we were trying to get anyway. And
Yeah.
Don's told us that, you know, what I wanted on tape, and Mary can just keep rolling. But anyway, what I wanted was that, you know, you basically launched Otis's career, and we've got that, and that's what I needed. I don't know if there's anything else you thought of that you want to add. Feel free, because as we say, we edit, we